We've got the Case of the Gateway Express. We've got a Yoshi Frontliner. We got an Imodane's Recruiter. I think it's time to pounce, everybody. So, Frontliner here. Yotian Frontliner comes unearthed from the grave, and now we're gonna go in for the Imodane's Recruiter. This has been a long grindy matchup full of roping, so I hope we get this to go. Imodane's Recruiter resolves. Here we go. And last but not least, we're gonna go for the Mockingbird. X equals 2, and we're going to mock and copy another flying Imodane's Recruiter. There we go. Flying, buff our board. Bang, bang. Let's go. Not enough, baby. -3. Let's go ahead and clank it up. Good game to the Roper. That feels so good. Ladies and gentle mages, civilians across the multiverse, welcome back to another episode with Man Man, and today we've got a juicer for you. So we all know about Boros Convoke. Nobody really plays it anymore, but I think I found a way to make it even more annoying. Let's go ahead and dive right back into Mocking Convoke. All right, so we got the Mockingbird. Obviously, there's nothing like, other than the actual Mockingbird itself, nothing like super crazy here, but what you'll notice, like, no one really plays like the Boros Convoke stuff anymore, and I don't really know why. I feel a little bit bad by like kind of reintroducing this to the public, I guess I could say, but like, I don't know, like, it seems like a very, very good deck to me. The only thing that it really lost was Jeskai Epicure, but you still have, you can just replace it. So instead of a blood token, you have a Spyglass Siren to make a map token. And with all like the different mana here, obviously you can see I'm only running one singular planes for like demolition fields and stuff like that, so you don't get totally screwed by it. But like, other than that, with you have like the Spirebluff Canal and the Inspiring Vantage, you have like, there's just absolutely no worries in terms of like the actual like mana fixing. So you can run 3 colors, no problem. So the Spyglass Siren just replaces the Jeskai Epicure, and you're looking good. So then I was thinking, well, now that we do have, like, you know, Knight-Errant of Eos, or Eos, I don't know how to say it, but Resolute Reinforcements, or Frontliner, etc., what we do have now instead is you just, now we can go for Mockingbird, because now we're already running blue to commit to the Spyglass Siren, to basically replace the Jeskai Epicure, because we obviously have to get the Gleeful Demolition in. I'm running 4 front. I see some people don't run them like Frontliner that much, but or maybe they run 1 or 2. I'm running a full 4. It's so amazing. You get rid of it. There are a lot of discard decks as well, so just being able to unearth this is like, I mean, this card is crazy. You can just Gleeful demolish it. You can Gleeful demolish the Frontliner itself too, and it just comes back later. So I don't really know why people aren't playing more Frontliners here, but let's go back into the Mockingbird. You may have Mockingbird enter as a copy of any creature on the battlefield with mana value lesser than or equal to the amount of mana spent it, except it's a bird in addition to its other types, and it has flying. So you can, I mean, it's interesting to note, X is the total mana cost. So if X equals 2, you're copying a 3-drop. If X equals 1, you're copying a 2-drop, etc., etc. You don't have to make X equal the actual cost. So the best thing that we can do here, now, obviously, there are some times where you can just get like a front line. Like if you're in a pinch, you can just drop this for X equals 0 and just drop it as a 1-drop, and then just and then it's just another Siren. Like, worst case scenario, it's another Siren. It's another Frontliner, but flying. Like, it's pretty insane. And then best case scenario, you don't even want to know. We can get a Sanguine Evangelist up into the air. I mean, it's pretty nuts. You have it just come out. The best thing we can do, Imodane's Recruiter. Oh my god, so that is so much firepower, it's absolutely insane. Now, obviously, you do have to copy it, but if you do have one, that's essentially like 8 Imodane's Recruiters in the deck. So whenever you have an Imodane's Recruiter out onto the battlefield, you can just use the Mockingbird, and then you get an Imodane's in the air, and then the fun just starts all over again. Now, it is worth noting, we do have the Knight. Obviously, we don't get the Mockingbird kind of like thing with the Knight, which is kind of unfortunate, but like, I don't think it matters that much. The deck is already so powerful in and of itself that like, the Knight does its thing. We got Gleeful Demolition, we got Resolute Reinforcements to go wide. Like, it already does its thing. You don't really have to, like, there's been never a time where like I'm sitting there with the Mockingbird, I'm like, oh, I just wish so badly I could copy this Knight. I mean, it would be cool, but like, you can't use it as the Convoke. With the Knight, it'll just come in as the Knight itself, and then obviously you're not going to be able to get that ETB because you don't Convoke. But like, it doesn't really matter here. The Sanguine Evangelist, the Imodane's Recruiter, and let's not forget, the Mockingbird can just copy your opponent's creatures. Like, it doesn't always have to be like yourself that you're copying, which is like pretty much deadly. But you can just copy like others. So, oh my god, this Mockingbird! I can't believe I slept on it and I took this long to brew with it, because this Mockingbird is absolutely insane, and I cannot wait to show you all. It's just absolutely insane. But before we do show you the Mockingbird powers, let's go ahead and give a quick shout out to the Mana Rocks. The Mana Rocks are the patrons and the YouTube channel members that do support the channel financially, which means the absolute world to me in my journey to faking it until I make it, because I am in this for the long haul and I am trying my hardest to bring brews every single day, and I am very excited, and hopefully the future is bright. Hopefully it's as bright as this Mockingbird deck, because I think this could, like, you could just sleepwalk to the, not sleepwalk, but you could almost sleepwalk to the meta, or Mythic even, with this deck. So do just keep in mind that only you can help protect the Aether with me, so make sure to leave a like on the video. The button looks just like this, and without further ado, let's get ready to vanquish some enemies. Vaculum, hello. Well, nothing to Gleeful Demolish here. That's an easy mulligan, and this doesn't look too much better. I think we're gonna go ahead and keep this. I mean, it's not great. Good lord, is it's not great, but I guess it's still better than nothing, because we actually don't need a whole lot of blue in the deck, so... Plus, we already got blue, but... There's some, speak of the devil, there's some more blue, but... Let's go for our Novice Inspector, and we're anything but Novice, baby, because Convoke has been around for a while, so... The thing with this deck is a little bit funky. I mean, you definitely have to take very aggressive mulligans up the beanstalk, so this could be a Traxa-E type deck. Definitely do like the Spyglass Siren. This at least opens up a turn 3 Knight-Errant, but gets a little funky here. Guess we'll push for damage. Gleeful Demolition, we'll keep that. So we do, unlike our starting hand, I didn't have anything to Gleeful Demolish. I even want to say Demolate. Gleeful Demolition, we demolish our own artifacts for the night. It's a tale all this time. And honestly, nobody plays Convoke anymore. I call it Boros Convoke, but I mean, I'm playing Jeskai right now. But the core aspect of Jeskai Convoke is, but either way, like the Boros, no one really does the Convoke stuff anymore. I see sometimes the Convoke stuff with the rabbits, which makes sense. Definitely not good, or definitely is good. But I don't see like the whole like Boros Convoke stuff with the Gleeful Demolition and stuff like that, and I don't know, I think it's still a very good deck, to be honest with you, so I'm gonna test it out. Okay, there we go. Nothing too fancy here. We're just gonna go for the Gleeful Demolition. If they're only, I mean, I am a little sketched out because they're only playing Simic colors. Into the Flood Maw. So they're gonna give me a tap fish. I think I'd rather go for the... Well, this is gonna be gone anyway, right? So I might as well... I can't Knight-Errant then, so I might as well just use it if I'm gonna lose it anyway, right? So I don't get the fishy. I don't know, was that right? Don't get the fishy, but I wasn't gonna get the 1/1s anyway, so... Into the... That's actually interesting. As far as dispersal... This is gonna be... okay, I have seen like a deck or two like this. I think this actually is Simic. Surveil too. Let's see if they kind of surveil here. If they do surveil at all, we'll kind of get a little bit more information, but... I think this actually is like true blue Simic, and they have like the crab and whatnot. Yeah. Yeah, this is definitely Simic. As far as I know, could be Bant, but I don't think this is the Traxa nonsense. Yeah, this has got to be... Wow, okay. Storm Chaser's talent. Interesting. Gonna pass. More land. I don't really love the land here, but... Let's do this. Go for the Inspector. Inspector Gadget. See if we got any... I'm obviously very worried about a counterspell here, but I can't really... You know, we can't just sit here and not do it. I am not running Cavern of Souls. I think with the 3-colored lands, it's just a little bit too risky here. So, Knight-Errant, we get it to resolve, and that's pretty wonderful. Again, Simic plays really weirdly. It's kind of like Tempo, it's kind of not. Seed of Hope, okay. Cash Grab, sure. Oh, actually, so it has to be a permanent, so they took the land. That makes sense, I guess. Ah, okay, so Krabby Patty. Here's the Krabby Patty. Okay, so... I don't think this really matters that much. Just gonna tap me. I mean, they can't put up a whole lot of damage as far as, like, no. But we are tapped out right now. That's fine. Don't think it's that big of a deal. Yeah, this Krabby, I mean, I like this deck. I think I might have to try and brew around like this kind of deck. It's been a while since I built Simic, so. This is definitely interesting though. Because with the crab and the beanstalk, that is some pretty nice synergy there. Oh, alright, so there we go. God, they didn't even get the rope on that, and that was, I'm gonna have to cut that out. That was a long pause there. Either way, down to 15 to 20. What else you got for me here? I would imagine they're running counter magic, so I am a little nervous here. They could also be mana efficient for the Storm Chaser's talent, which they do not. They will just kind of, I mean, our deck pretty much plays itself, right? We're going to be aggressive. We're going to do our thing. We're going to go for the Resolute Reinforcements. This is very fragile, but even if they do have like an Into the Flood Maw, or whatever the hell, Into the Flood Maw, whatever that card is, we still can kind of get around it, because we're going to have 6 creatures here. So we're not going to flash in the reinforcements. I'm just going to go straight in for this case of the Gateway Express. Absolutely not worried. I wouldn't say I'm not worried. I wouldn't say I'm not worried, but like, I'm not debating it, is what I should say. All right, we get it to go. All right, let's unless they have like a slip out the backy type thing, Snakeskin Veil, nothing. Wow. And another one. Okay, well that is kind of annoying, but I guess it's not that bad. I mean, we still got rid of the other one. I don't know what took them so long. This opponent is playing very, very slowly. I'm not going to swing in here. I mean, I kind of get it, but I kind of don't. I think I'm a little bit more, aware, selfishly, I'm a little bit more aware when they rope for a long time when I'm recording, because I'm like, oh damn, this is like a lot of like downtime that I'm going to have to cut out, but nevertheless, everyone's got to make their moves. Everyone's got to plan their stuff. I try to get it. And, oh, and a Bushwhack. Okay, so they decided to go for Bushwhack. Not the end of the world here. Obviously, just thin out my wide board. But, I mean, if they do swing with the crab, we could just trade a little token. I probably would block with 2 just to get rid of the crab. Well, maybe, I don't know, because I have the case of the Gateway Express. So they go for the Storm Chaser's talent. They only have blue sources, so they can't actually retrieve a Bushwhack and cast it this turn. I don't even know what the hell else is in there, but they only have 1 blue source open. So they get a cash grab, sure. I think we're good for now. They only have 1 island open. Ooh, a Mockingbird. All right, a Mockingbird. That's exactly what we kind of would like to see. Obviously not really that great right now because I don't have enough to really copy the crab, because we're going to have to hard cast the crab. We do not get the benefit of the, whatchamacallit. Yeah, we're going to have to pay a full 7, so like I don't have it. Yeah, that's not gonna work for now, but something to keep in the back of our noggin if we don't get like a, one of our own creatures. So do the Mockingbird. I think we're just gonna go for the map token. They can't block the Spyglass Sirens as far as I'm aware. The crab does not have reach or anything, so may as well go for a map token here. The Forge is actually kind of decent because we actually have enough for 7 untapped mana for Mockingbird next turn so that we can copy the crab. It's actually not that bad. Feels like that Forge is really gross, but ooh! Okay, so now we have a Mockingbird and an Imodane's Recruiter. I don't even know if I'm going to want to copy the crab now. Ooh. See, let's go ahead and just take our damage here before we kind of analyze what we want to do here. Because I may just want to go for the Mockingbird and just copy a Siren to put another flyer on the board. But obviously the best possible thing that we can do is copy the Imodane's Recruiter. So let's go ahead and swing 3. Let's go ahead and get the case of the Gateway Express going before we get our Mockingbird big recruiter play going. A little token here is going to go bye-bye. Yep, they pretty much see that there is... I'm just doing this to activate the case. There's really no threat here, so... Alright, we could go for Mockingbird here, but like I said, with the Imodane's Recruiter, that is just way too powerful of a play. So... Gotta keep in mind, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 7 untapped mana next turn. The thing that would be really nice if we could draw into a 1-drop. If we drew into a 1-drop, we could go for Imodane's Recruiter, the 1-drop, and a Mockingbird, and that would be lights out. But again, I'm getting ahead of myself here. That is considering if they have no counter magic or like, you know, disruption, so... Cash grab, sure. I guess they're, you know, kind of they're getting rid of all of their like not getting rid of, but they're expending their green sources here. So 4. So, there's another island. I mean, No green sources makes... Oh, okay, so a Restless Vinestalk, but it's actually not that bad either, because now they only have 2 mystery cards. They only have 2 mystery cards in their whole... I don't think we're looking that bad here. Okay. Ooh, baby, and a Spyglass Siren. We absolutely love that. All right. Here's the thing. Oh, this is close. This is close. I'm gonna do this. We can really train the tree. I don't think we've got enough for lethal, so I'm gonna do this. Let's hold still. Let's hold still. I'm gonna go for Imodane's Recruiter. We're gonna go for the Spyglass Siren, because here's the thing. If I just slam down Recruiter, I mean, I didn't even really do the math extensively. Let's go ahead and comp this out. I think we want to drop the Canal, or do we want to go for the Siren and then go for the map token? I'm going to lean going in for the map token. Because if we drop the Canal, we can't do the exploring sets with the map. But here's the thing, though. If I just slam down the Recruiter and the Mockingbird, I don't think that's enough for lethal. And then if they, like... Again, I'm not super aware of what their deck does. Maybe this is the wrong move, but like I don't know. I don't think we put that. I love that little move here. Put the Yoshi in the graveyard from the Explorer, and we're good to go there. But maybe this is a little bit too passive. Maybe I should just be a little bit more aggro here. But nevertheless, we're going to get 2 Sirens off here, and I think this is the best move. I don't know though. Like, was this a little bit too passive? Next turn is going to be absolutely insane. Next turn is going to be just absolutely insane if we can get this to go. I don't think we're in any sort of like trouble regarding like our life total. I don't think they can do anything sneaky like that, but... Oh, they do it! Okay, they go... Oh, wow! Okay! Wow! So they're going to go for the level 3 on the Sword Chaser's talent. Alright, so every time they cast an instant Bushwhack, okay, so they're going to thin the herd and then create a 1/1. Alright, so now I have absolutely no room... I have absolutely no room for luxury. Like, we're gonna do the thing now. We came this far. We've got the Case of the Gateway Express. We've got a Yoshi Frontliner. We've got an Imodane's Recruiter. I think it's time to pounce, everybody. I think it's time. All right, let's go for the Frontliner. I want to make quadruple sure we got enough mana, and we do. So, Frontliner here. Yotian Frontliner comes unearthed from the grave, and now we're gonna go in for the Imodane's Recruiter. This has been a long grindy matchup full of roping, so I hope we get this to go. Imodane's Recruiter resolves. Here we go. And last but not least, we're going to go for the Mockingbird. X equals 2, and we're going to mock and copy another flying Imodane's Recruiter. There we go. Flying. Buff our board. Here we go. Imodane's Recruiter up in the air. Mockingbird style, baby. Let's go. Okay, we're good? We're good? If they have it into the Flood Maw or whatever the hell that card is called, I think I'm a little nervous here, but like I said, we've come this far. We've got the combo. We got Mockingbird. We've got to swing in, and I think I'm going to... It doesn't really matter here. They've got chump blockers for days. I don't really fly, so I guess we'll just put this the buff here. It doesn't really matter here. Now, if they have like another into the Flood Maw... Oh, it appears they might. They're going to get another chump blocker and then be able to bounce something, which is not optimal. Because we have tokens too. So please don't into the Flood Maw. Fingers crossed. Oh, all right. Well, there it is. So yeah, into the Flood Maw, and then they create another Storm Chaser's talent token. Bounce that. And it's basically a removal spell. But I have not even done the math. Math is for blockers though. I still think we're looking pretty okay here. So they're gonna block you. Block, block, block. And I do know, I do know, I think we're good to go. I am going to try and like move my guy around, because I know that kind of like where I'm at situated, you can't really see the full board. So I am going to work on like kind of correcting that for future videos. Because whenever I go wide, I know that like my big fat face and body is in the way, but I think we're good to go. Bang, bang, let's go. Not enough, baby. -3, let's go ahead and clank it up. Good game to the Roper. That feels so good. Raspberry, hello. Raspberry, not even joking you. Pretty underrated flavor. So I already like your raspberry here. I really like this hand too. So we got a Spyglass Siren, we got a Novice Inspector, Mockingbird, and the Almighty Imodane's Recruiter. So sometimes with the Mockingbird, obviously the best thing you can do is copy is the Imodane's Recruiter, but sometimes you can just copy your opponent's creature. So I think we're looking pretty phenomenal here. Let's go ahead and just do the thing. Absolutely diabolical. I've been on the other side of this. You've got one land, you're sitting here, you get Gleeful Demolish, and you're just looking at 5 creatures. Now, I don't have the Knight. Now, that is the maximum amount of, like, tilt that you can ever... The maximum amount of evil that could ever be inflicted on Arena, I think, is a turn 2 Knight. Like, if we had the Knight, we would just, like, convoke here instead of swing in. But Carrot Cake's fine. Don't care too much about that. Like I said, if I had the Knight-Errant, that would just be, it's almost too good. It's crazy, but like I said, I don't see Convoke being played a whole lot, so nevertheless, let's go ahead and go for our Imodane's Recruiter, and there's nothing to think about here. We're swinging in. We went wide, we did our thing, we're swinging in. So obviously, Imodane, or Temporary Lockdown would be pretty disastrous. We'd only be left with an Imodane's Recruiter. Oh, well, a tap land. A tap land alleviates all concerns. Looking good there. And oh my god, it feels dirty. It honestly feels dirty. So let's go ahead and do this. This is like the perfect curve out, right? So Spyglass Siren, it resolves. Now obviously we could just get countered here, but Mockingbird, X equals 2. We're completely tapped out of resources here, but this is going to be a perfect curve out if we can do this. So obviously it's going to be the Imodane's Recruiter, and it resolves. I don't think there's really any, like, nah, there's nothing they can do. Mockingbird, baby. CJ Walker. I think we're gonna probably mulligan this. We can be a little bit more aggressive with our mulligans in this deck. This is a little awkward too, because we want 3 lands, but we want the Inspector. We also want the Frontliner because of the Gleeful Demolition, but well, hold on, let's get rid of the Frontliner. It sucks, it really does suck, but having the Inspector is more important for the Gleeful Demolition. This is also gonna suck being on the draw versus aggro, so that kind of sucks, but yeah, let's go for the Inspector. That way we can go for Gleeful Demolition. If we go for, if we got rid of the Inspector and kept the Frontliner, we wouldn't be able to actually convoke into the Knight on turn 2. So I think this is a little bit better. Yeah, because if you Gleeful Demolate the Yoshi, you won't have that extra creature. So it's better to Gleeful Demolish. I've said that so many times, this demolate. I'm pretty sure that's not a word. Demolish your own investigation. Well, we got another Frontliner, so that's pretty cool. But nevertheless, let's go ahead and just do this right now. Bang, bang, and a turn 2 Knight-Errant of Eos. Now, it would be a lot better. Ooh, I think we can probably pass on the Mockingbird, because the Mockingbird is just used as another Imodane's Recruiter. But if we just have recruiters, like, I think that's just better. But yeah, like I say, if we were on the play, a turn 2 Knight-Errant is like just absolutely demoralizing, but I don't like this, but I'm gonna probably take it. I don't like it at all, but they have so many things they can have. They can have Monstrous Rage, they get like Dreadmire's Ire, like whatever. Pick your poison, but it's pretty easy for them to get bigger than my Knight here. So I think we would just block with the Knight. That doesn't seem good. Heartfire Hero, Gleeful Demolition. Okay. Oh man, this is gonna be a sweaty game. I can already tell, because if I just go for Imodane's Recruiter, we're just leaving ourselves wide open. So this is going to be this is gonna be sweaty. This is gonna be sweaty. We're gonna have to do like a lot of hedging, a lot of semi-attacking. I can already kind of feel it, but so let's just swing in with these two. I know it seems like insane, literally insane, but we're gonna have to get a little crazy here. All right, so they let that go. Again, we can't leave ourselves wide open, because the thing that I'm worried about is they have Might of the Meek and they have Monstrous Rage, obviously being the worst case scenario. But they can't give everything trample, right? I could go for Gleeful Demolition, or I could just flash in the Reinforcements. Maybe the Reinforcements throws them off a little bit more because it has flash, so they're not accounting for it. There's no element of surprise regarding the Imodane's Recruiter. So I wonder what they're gonna do here. Like I said, if they swing all, oh they do. Jesus, CJ. Let's go for Resolute Reinforcements. there's no way they're going to be able to, like, give everything trample, right? So, like, I know this seems a little insane. Because I'm not planning on trading here. I'm planning on chump blocking. Like what's the worst case scenario here? And like I said, there's no way they don't have at least one pump spell here. They've got one Might of the Meek. They've got at least one Monstrous Rage, Dreadmire's R, etc., 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 etc. I really hope it's not the Dreadmire's Ire or whatever the hell that card's called, because they're gonna be able to kill my Frontliner by trampling through, which is really sucky. I'm just chump blocking here. Wow. No pump spell, huh? Wow. I mean, that threw me off. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so maybe I don't know what the hell I'm doing. No pump spell? What's in their hand then? It's gotta just be more creatures and land then. What? Alright. Wow, I guess so? Damn, that like never happens. Okay. We're still like not any closer to any sort of clarity. We're not closer to clarity. Big fan of alliteration on the channel. We could go for Gleeful Demolition on the Frontliner and then recruit, but like that's not enough. So let me do some like mental math here. Math's typically for blockers, but not today. Not today. Math's for attackers, because this is definitely nerve-wracking. I would not be able to deal lethal here unless they block, but here's the thing, they would have to block, and plus they've already kind of de facto we have shown that they don't have a whatchamacallit, a pump spell. So I am going to take the pain here down to 9, and I think we're just going to maybe have to swing in here. But here's the thing, it's so weird. Oh, this is so weird of a situation here, because if I swing in, they block, I can't do lethal. And then if they top deck like a Monstrous Rage, then I'm dead. So I'm not going to swing with everything. I know it seems insane. But let's say that we swing all. They block. Then we're tapped out. Yeah, I'm doing this with... Wow, okay, yep, okay, that's fine. I know it seems insane. I've said that like a million times, but... I'm doing this with the idea of all-out blocking. Obviously, we're all-out blocking. Maybe I should have actually maybe I should have left one back if that was my plan. Alright. I'm all-out blocking. All-out blocking. Don't care. They cannot give trample to everything. You can't give trample to everything. 9 life. 1 card left in your hand. Even if this is the frickin' Monstrous Rage, I don't think we're in trouble. Lightning Strike. No, we're good. We're good. We are good to go. That's not going to be enough. Did you get 3 in the air from the Slick Shot Show Off? Like I said, I don't know. Did I play that optimally? And it ended up working out, but hey. Let's go ahead and plank him up, baby. It worked. Rob. Hello, Rob Zombie. I guess we can... I mean, it's not bad enough to get rid of. It's not like... You don't want to be super mega aggressive with your mulligans. Just like kind of aggressive. So I definitely like mulliganing with this deck more than anything else, but especially in best of 1, even with the smoothing, you're gonna need a little bit of synergy here. But like I said, this is not bad enough to really mulligan away. So I've seen stronger starts, I've seen worse starts. Yeah, that's right, baby. Go ahead and take our damage here before we flash in our Resolute Reinforcements, and looking pretty okay. Let's see what we're playing against though. White could be anything. That makes me a little nervous, I'm not gonna lie. So Restless Anchorage kind of screams Azorius Control-y type stuff here, but we have our Gleeful Demolition. I think we probably are just gonna go for it. Okay, here's the thing though. So this is, I don't want to drop the Recruiter just yet. Let's actually do this. Let's swing in so that we can go for the Case of the Gateway Express. Let's swing in so that we can activate it, because I'm gonna go for the Gleeful Demolition. Obviously, we want to do this after combat so that we can go for the Case of the Gateway Express, and I'm going all in, baby. So this is pretty much like if they have temporary lockdown, they win. If they don't, they lose. Cheers. Yeah, we screwed up. Yeah, cheers to you too. Good game, Rob. Tech and the power of Juju. Hello. I think that's what it's called, right? Tech. Talk or Tack or Dak or something. I don't know. Either way. Well, we got a couple Mockingbirds in our opening hand. I kind of would like to keep it, but like I have nothing to really copy with a Mockingbird, so I guess we'll just get rid of it. Look pretty good here. I guess we don't need a whole lot of land. I mean, you pretty much can get away with just like 3 lands, so. Plus, I don't know what I'm playing against, so getting rid of Case of the Gateway Express doesn't seem like the best thing. Okay, now we get our as long as, like I said, as long as you get 3 lands, you're usually okay. So I guess we'll go for Gleeful Demolition. Because they didn't like they didn't hold up priority for combat. I just assume they didn't have cut down. If they cut that down while we go for that's pretty nightmarish. But like I said, they didn't hold up priority. It is kind of a thing though. Like that is the biggest advantage on Arena versus paper. Like if there's no way of knowing that. That's kind of like a cheat code. Yeah, that's fine. But that's kind of like a cheat code though. Ooh, Mockingbird. Okay, so we got Mockingbird. Now we can mock our Imodane's Recruiter. So we still have a wide enough board to do this, so let's go for it, baby. Bang, bang. So if they were to drop like a well, actually, we can't do it on the Preacher. I guess we could, right? No, because we don't have enough. We could. If they like anything with 4 toughness, we could go for the Yoshi Frontliner and then just Case of the Gateway Express, but. Ooh, another Mockingbird. Okay, another Mockingbird. Here we go. We've got it, baby. Mockingbird. Let's just go ahead and mock. We're just gonna copy our Recruiter. So they. I mean, yeah, they could. No, don't do it. I'm getting ready for it. Oh, let's give it up. Son of a gun. At least we will be. It doesn't die technically, but a little unfortunate. So we have another Mockingbird. Well, yeah, it's not really to mock anymore. Wow, they don't even drop anything though. Like honestly, I'm not really predicting that they're playing like board wipes. I mean, they could have like a deadly cover up, but here's what's so nice about the Mockingbird. You just can go for X equals 0. And I think we can do this on, well, actually, it's close. I still think I'm going to do this because we could go for Case of the Gateway Express because we do have 3 creatures, but there's a pretty good chance that they do just have like go for the throat or something. So that if we go for the Case of the Gateway Express, not only do we pigeonhole ourselves into removing our removal, but we don't get the buff if it doesn't work. So I think I like just going in for another Frontliner in the air better. Because let's say they have like a cut down or something. We don't get the Case of the Gateway Express to activate. And then if they do drop like a Shelly or something like that, we can't get rid of it with the Case of the Gateway Express. So like I think I like this a lot better. This seems a lot more. Oh wow, there's okay. Speak of a she-devil. Okay, we're looking absolutely phenomenal here, and this is absolutely great, man. Let's go for the Case of the Gateway Express and a Frontliner. Yeah, we're perfect. We're perfectly curved out here, and I think we got it. Case of the Gateway Express. So now you don't always need to go for the Mockingbird on the Imodane's Recruiter. Sometimes you just like make the best of your situation. We're gonna get some more buffs here, and we're looking absolutely phenomenal here. Bang, 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 down to 1. Now, it is a little scary. It is a little scary that we don't get lethal off here, but like I said, I don't think this deck really runs board wipes, and even if they did, we have Resolute Reinforcements to flash back with the Case buff, like, attack the power of no Juju today, baby. Let's go. Alrighty here. Well, I see a Gleeful Demolition, and I see a Knight. We're going to keep this. The only way this could be better is if we were on the play. We are not, unfortunately, but that is still very okay by me. Go for Novice Inspector. And you already know what we're looking to do. We're going to go for the Gleeful Demolition into the Knight-Errant of... Is it Eos or is it Eos? I don't know. I think it's Eos probably. But I've seen some people say Eos. I don't know. I can't pronounce anything correctly on this channel, but... Okay, here we go, baby. Bandit's Talent. I think we could probably get rid of another one of these, like, you know, artifact generators. I don't think it's really that important. Which one's better? I don't think it matters a whole lot. So here we go, baby. The only way this could be better was we were on the play, but we can't be that picky, right? So now we go in for our Knight, and that is, it feels sickening. It really does. Mockingbird. I guess we'll go for Mockingbird and a Siren. Oh god. Yeah, this feels absolutely sickening, but... Preacher. Don't really care about that too much. I actually could... I actually could copy the Preacher with my Mockingbird. But maybe we could also just copy the Sanguine with the Mockingbird. So this is fine. Definitely swing in here. Can't imagine they block here. That was kind of surprising. Okay. Bandit's Talent. We don't care about that. Everything that we have to worry about is on the board. Plus the Yoshi Frontliner, we have Unearth anyway. Okay, yeah, I don't know why they blocked there, but Mockingbird takes it, man.